So here's a pro tip for you. Before you install these brackets, make sure you install your fiberglass panels. Oh man, I'm such a dodo brain. Welcome back to New Record Day. My name is Ron. If you are into two-channel audio, consider yourself an audiophile or music enthusiast. Welcome home. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and bell notification so you know when the next video drops. In today's video, we're gonna be switching gears and chatting about one of my favorite topics when it comes to getting truly better sound. No, not speakers. No, not amplifiers, and heck no, we aren't talking about cables either. That's right, folks. In today's video, we are tackling acoustic treatment, but with a twist I think some of you guys are really gonna appreciate. Recently, Adorama, who is sponsoring today's video, reached out and had what I think is a clever idea for those of you who don't love or simply can't put up traditional acoustic panels on your wall. I get it. Maybe it's spouse approval, or maybe you just don't love the idea of big boring panels taking up a ton of space. Well, this is where Printique comes into picture. No pun intended. So Printique is a sister company of Adorama that offers a wide range of print services, and I'm guessing you are scratching your head at this exact minute and asking, what do prints have to do with acoustic treatment? Well, not much, but the idea that Adorama came up with is to do a shootout of Printique's canvases versus their competitors and to offer it up as an alternative to acoustic treatment. So what we're going to do is take this idea, run with it, and with a very simple modification, make these canvases work even better for the purpose of acoustic treatment. Before we get started, I'm gonna tackle the comments section before it gets rolling. Yes, canvases, depending on the finishing process of the print, might not be the ideal solution for absorbing all frequencies and can act more as a reflective surface than something like cotton, burlap, or other breathable materials. But remember here, folks, we are trying to help those that can't go the route of traditional treatment, and after you see how I tackle this project, I am sure you're going to agree with me. This is going to be much better than nothing. All right, enough blabbering. Let's get this show on the road and check out the competition and see how Printique stacks up. After that, I'll show you a little trick to take these canvases to the next level. And best of all, it's simple to do and it's very affordable. When it comes to being the value king of the bunch, Canvas Champ pulled into the lead of the competition by offering the print we chose for this roundup in a canvas that only costs $39.50, which includes shipping and handling. Unfortunately, as you can see, Canvas Champ was not the champ when it picked a fight with FedEx. One thing I'll mention in taking a look at the box that it came in, I'm not surprised at all. The cardboard box has little to no room for padding, and in the end, this would have been a redo from Canvas Champ and quite frankly, a waste of time and money if you needed the canvas in a quick hurry. Also, this frame is rather thin compared to the rest and would not have been a great option for my modification anyway. In regards to how the canvas looks, well, the immediate thing I notice is the skin tones are overly saturated and quite orange looking. I see more contrast in the image overall, and the results just don't look like the image that we sent over to Canvas Champ, so yeah, this guy is out. Walgreens managed to get us a canvas intact and even offered up a better frame, which is thicker and seems to be better made. Priced at $80.69 with shipping and handling, the value is there, and this isn't a terrible option for those that are on a budget. Unfortunately, there are two things that I don't love about this Walgreens canvas, and one of them is a deal breaker for the modification that we'll be doing. The Walgreens canvas has a backing, and you would need to pry that off for our mod. While it wouldn't be that hard to do, the last thing that I want is for you to destroy the canvas. So yeah, it's a no-go. Next, again compared to the original print we sent to Walgreens, there does seem to be a pull in the direction of orange, and this canvas isn't true to the original either. So yeah, Walgreens, you're out. Priced at $95.28, Shutterfly almost won me over as a potential winner in this roundup, but once again, we have a couple issues to cover. In regards to the image and color saturation, it's pretty dang close to the original. I do still see a little more saturation in skin tones than what I would call perfect, but overall, it's good. Also, the frame on the back is open, which gives us plenty of room for our little modification. And one thing I want to mention is I conducted a blow test on the canvas to see how breathable it was and found this to be a great option for what I had in mind. So, what's the issue then? Well, for some wackadoo reason, Shutterfly took the liberty to crop the image we sent them. What? And that for me is a big no-no. Whatever I send is what I expect to get. So yeah, Shutterfly, you're out. Priced at $128.56 and being the most expensive canvas of the roundup at the time of ordering, I was curious if CVS was gonna pull off an upset and take the crown. Unfortunately, this was not the case, and just like the majority, we have a pull in the direction of orange, and sadly, another backing which we would need to pry off in order to do our modification. The packing for CVS was good, and they clearly gave us ample room just in case FedEx or UPS was in the mood for soccer. But in the end, there can only be one winner in CVS. I'm sorry, you guys get a participation award and half a brownie. Sorry kid, it just wasn't meant to be. So I get it, you are sitting there thinking, well of course he's gonna pick Printique as the winner. Adorama is sponsoring the video and that's the only reason. Well, slow down there, Speed Racer. Let's just take a look at the facts and go from there. First, the packaging from Printique is the equivalent of a Sherman tank. I guess that's not really a fact. Okay, but seriously, these guys clearly care about how they are shipping their canvases. Plenty of room for potential damage in transit and enough padding to deal with Ace Ventura if things get crazy.
We're going downtown.
They aren't the most expensive of the bunch, and at the time that I ordered this canvas, which was only $109.99, it included shipping and handling. Next, the back is open, giving us room to do our little modification without destroying the canvas. Now, speaking of our modification, a quick blow test also confirmed the canvas is still breathable enough for treatment after the printing process, and last but not least, folks, take a look at the image. I don't need to convince you because you can look for yourself. The skin tones are the immediate giveaway, and what we have here is a closer representation of what we sent to Printique. Not only that, but there is more detail retrieval in the shadows because, again, they relaxed on the contrast and we ended up with a cleaner and more natural looking image. So yeah, Printique, the crown is yours.
Oh, king in the castle, king in the castle.
And you guys not only have my vote, we had many friends and family members that came over. They looked at all of these canvases side by side, and it was interesting. At first, some folks liked the Walgreens and the CVS canvases because they looked a little more punchy, which is true, but it didn't take long for them to see that punchy comes at a cost, and that cost is overly saturated and contrasty images. Within a couple of minutes of all of them looking at the Printique canvas and doing some comparing, they all quickly chose the Printique offering as superior in every possible way. Another thing that I wanted to celebrate is just how easy it is to order the canvas from Printique, and everything from uploading to checking out was painless and easy to do. All right, so you guys ready for this modification? Well, every single one of these canvases come with some kind of hardware for hanging them on the wall. But that's not what we're going to be doing, and it's the reason that I didn't chat about it in this video. Instead, Acoustic, which is not affiliated to this in any way, offers these standoff brackets, which are only $4, and you only need 2 of them for each canvas that you order. Also, we need something for the standoff brackets to connect to, and Acoustic saves the day. They also offer these Z-clips, which are only $2.95 for a pack of 4. Do the math for what you need, and presto, we have our hardware. Now, while you're adding those to your shopping cart, we also need acoustic insulation. I chose to go with a case of 1-inch Owens Corning 703, and while you could do rock wool, which is cheaper, Make sure you read up on the safety hazards before pulling the trigger. That stuff is pretty nasty if it gets in your lungs, so for me, the 703 was the way to go. In any event, grab a case or however much you need, and let's move on to the next step. As I mentioned before, while it's true a canvas might not be the ideal option for treatment, the Printique canvases we have do seem to be breathable enough to absorb some frequencies, which is a great start. Now, all we're going to do is simply get the canvas off the wall using these brackets that we have and trap more frequencies with the 703 fiberglass. All that's needed is to simply cut the fiberglass to the size that you need using a sharp carpenter knife, table saw, or even a pair of sharp scissors. In any event, I do recommend some kind of a mask while you're doing this so you aren't breathing in fiberglass fibers, but I'm sure you guys knew that, right? See? How hard is this? Anybody can do this. When you install the brackets, it's just a matter of grabbing some wood screws, and we will only need to screw 2 of the holes of the standoff brackets. Don't worry, these canvases aren't very heavy, and this will work just fine with holding them up. So yeah, install 1 bracket on top, 1 on the bottom, and you're done. So here's a pro tip for you. Before you install these brackets, make sure you install your fiberglass panels. Oh man, I'm such a dodo brain. Ugh. After making up your mind on where to install the canvases in your listening room, simply screw in the Z-clips, and just like that, you're done. You can now grab your modified canvas, hang it up, sit back, and turn up the music. You just knocked this project out of the park and ended up with a clever and practical way to add acoustic treatment to your home. What matters the most to me is Sarah was so impressed with the canvas that we received by Printique that we ordered 5 more for our listening room. If you want to tackle this project, feel free to use the affiliate links down below, and by all means, let me know if you have any questions in the comments section. I will be happy to help you guys out, and I look forward to seeing your listening rooms with some treatment inspired by this project. All right, folks, we're done here. I'll see you guys in the next video.